Inspiration behind my single was when my loved one was on a deployment. When he returned home from his deployment, I kind of asked him how he was feeling or what was going through his mind at the time. And as I just sat there and I just listened, I took in the emotion that was being displayed in front of me and created a song out of it. My most memorable performance is when I performed Finally Home for the governor. Great positive feedback and was just really down to earth. So, you know, when you think about being somebody high up in politics and politicians and all that stuff, you think that, you know, they're so stern, but he was like really laid back and I was like, hey, take a picture and put it on Facebook. So I was like, okay, cool. I wasn't intimidated, no. Nerves comes with any artist, seriously. But once you kind of get into what it is that you love what you're doing, it pretty much just fades away. Because I'm all about writing stuff that makes sense and makes you feel good and definitely helps you in that, you know, rough spot sometimes. You just got to hear that one song that lightens your day. So pretty much they're all in the same, just feel good music. My theory is this: I am always quick to listen and slow to speak, because you take in a lot more than what you put out. And if you put out too much, you're gonna miss something. What I find most rewarding about being an artist is that I'm able to write about whatever my little heart contents and be able to elaborate on things that are truthful and things that are meaningful to a lot of people, and it's just not really sung about nowadays. It's more about things that don't make sense. So I'm trying to go back to the focus of making things make sense. You're always going to be compared to someone else bigger in the industry. And so you have to learn to master your art and your craft as an artist, and then be able to do something that's outside the box. But not too different where people get lost, but in a sense that makes you stand out differently from everyone else. It is, first and foremost, understand your craft, understand what it is that you want to do, and don't fault yourself for every no that you hear, because at the end of the day, something great takes time. So that out of 1,000 no's, you might get that one yes, and that one yes can just take you above and beyond this world's imagine. So I just say, understand your past in order for you to understand your future. And don't beat yourself up if you hear a no, because you're always going to hear a no. And don't think you're a failure for it, because at one point in time, you have to understand something beautiful takes time. So you just don't, I mean, you go through a list of 100 no's before you get that one yes. And once you get that one yes, then you know, build your confidence, but that no is just as good as a yes.
What's new for you, or what's next?
What's new or what's next? Well, I do have a new single that's out. It's called In a Club Place. It's a fun dance song for those who are definitely young at heart. So it's for all ages, and just kind of let loose sometimes. You can't always be so serious and write, you know, music that's just so subconscious all the time. Sometimes you gotta sit back and kind of let your hair down and just be silly, because the life that you live is what you make it. And me, I tend on making my life and living it to the fullest. So I want everybody to have fun with me. Sky's the limit, so why limit yourself? I just like for people to understand that I'm human. You know, I have a gift, I have a talent, and I don't mind sharing it.
Thank you for your time.
Well, thank you for having me. It's been entertaining.